andamos? How we doing?
Yo, what's up? Hey, happy St. Patrick's Day for what we're recording for now. You probably see this a few weeks from now, but whatever. We got a special guest today, Judith Deniro. Give her a hand. She's been a good friend of ours for a good while, and she wanted to do the podcast.
My first podcast ever.
Oh, shoot.
I didn't know either. I was like, oh, we honored to have Judith Deniro.
Oh, there you go.
Today.
Perfect.
Yeah, great comedian. I've been watching all the comedians on Instagram. Sorry, Facebook ones. That's old school, but OG no va conmigo. Voy más con la chaviza. New generations. It's a pleasure to have you here, Judith. And please tell us about you. What are you doing? Who are you? Where are you from? Your age, everything.
Okay.
Your number? Nah, just kidding. Nah, you give your Instagram at least for your people to follow you.
Yeah, you can find me at Judith Deniro. All the socials, Instagram, Facebook. Not TikTok. I don't do TikTok yet.
Okay, you're fine. That's not gonna be around.
No.
Just kidding.
Nah, so that those fools want you to pay them to your views or whatever.
No, so
Jerks.
I am Judith Deniro. I'm originally from Far, Texas.
Far?
Yeah, Far, Texas.
That's pretty far.
Pretty far.
In the Rio Grande Valley, like next to Mexico, right next to Mexico.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, so that's over there by McAllen or something?
Yeah.
Brownsville?
Oh, yep.
Cool.
That's the Rio
I
Grande
didn't know
Valley.
that. I thought Far was somewhere else. I didn't know it was close by.
It is far.
Yeah, it's probably,
It's far.
It's probably
It's a
like
good
a
drive.
7-8 hour drive
Yeah.
from here.
7-8 hours, no.
Yeah, it's pretty far. But yeah, so I've lived in Dallas for maybe like 7 years now. Moved up to North Dallas with my husband and our 2 dogs like 3-4 years ago.
You're in a good area.
Yeah.
In a good area. It's a fun area.
How's the experience so far?
In Dallas? I love Dallas. I love
Yeah.
Dallas. I lived in Austin for 10 years after college, and that was fun, but
After college?
I liked Dallas. Oh, during college and a little
What
bit
was your
after.
college? UTA? I mean,
UT?
yeah, I call it UTA, but Arlington, but
UT Austin.
UT,
Yeah, Longhorns hook 'em.
So is that when Austin weird at the time, or was it?
I feel like when I left, it's like when it really exploded with the population.
Yeah, the hipsters, the weirdos, and all that.
Oh, I was a total hipster in college.
yeah.
Oh my god!
I was a hipster in college.
With that Starbucks in your hand every morning.
I can see that. I can see because they're wearing the kids and stuff, with the style. I can see
I
that.
still have it.
Quick question.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I went to UNT Dallas. I was part of the fraternity. Did you do anything like that?
Fraternity?
Yeah, sorority.
No, I didn't do any fraternities or sororities. I went to school. And
But you
then
partied though, right? Okay.
Is it like in the movies or no? It's a little different because I know it's bien pinche hardcore and shit.
Yeah, it's just a different experience. It's just a group of friends.
There's 3 different experiences. The horrible one, which is where they put something in your drink, and we'll leave it to your imagination. Then the one you see in the movies where you party, the frat boys, and then the boring one. The one where it's more like
the bookworms.
Yeah, the one that's more like a
and then they become wasn't it Elon Musk and all the rich people.
that was not me. No, I spent a lot of time on Dirty Six in college.
Oh, for real? It's still with the glasses. I thought you were probably one of those intellectual ones.
Same.
I can do both. I'm diverse.
She graduated, man. That's good enough. That's better than most of us.
The diverse. What is this meaning? The diverse. No entiendo.
Well, I am a community college dropout. Community college.
Yeah, nice. No, everybody needs a story. But yeah, so that's me. So I've been here. I've been doing comedy for 8 months now.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I did
It's been amazing. The comedy community in Dallas is like so cool. Everybody's so nice.
It's blowing up. And at the same time, we're just doing it with you as long as I've been doing it. I guess you could say coming up to 3 years, but I've been taking it seriously the year before. So I mean, I'm in the same boat with you guys.
Yeah,
But
rookie
yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Rookie of the year.
Yeah, same thing. A little bit over 2 years. ¿Tú Mexican?
Ya no sé, güey. Yeah, I think it was like 2 years ago.
2 years,
2 years
ago.
ago, yeah. But for real, 1 year.
Yeah.
I was freestyling like, no sirve. Freestyle no sirve. They've been my mentors, estos dos.
We're bringing them around.
Mexican.
Yeah.
We'll bring them around. We slap them around a couple times.
We
You
use some of your,
gotta tell
lime
them.
salt.
Yeah, it's
Set
lime
them
salt.
straight.
I deserve that, yeah.
So, Judith, tell us your journey. Tell us how you started, why you wanted to be a comedian. Now, first question is, did you always want to be a comedian or no?
I have always loved stand-up comedy. I think it was like maybe 8th grade.
Wow.
My family I saw the very first stand-up special ever. It was the original Kings of Comedy.
Oh, okay.
And I was like watching it with my aunt and uncle, and it's like, it gets really raunchy and dirty, and I was trying to pretend like I didn't know what they were talking about.
You're talking about the Steve Harvey, Bernie Mac, and all those?
Yeah.
It's pretty raunchy, but I know there's other specials out there that I seen that were really, really... Okay, so 8th grade, you seen the OG Kings of Comedy?
Yeah.
And then
I've always loved comedy. I never thought about doing it. I used to have really bad stage fright. And I used to be terrified of public speaking. Like,
now she's like,
No, at my job we would have like meetings, and there would be like 10 people, and it would be my turn to talk, and I'd be like shaking, and I'd be like,
So I know what you're talking about. Those annoying, what they call them, kickoffs or whatever. Those annoying little, oh my God, guys, let's come in here and let's go around the room and awesome, let's do it. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck this shit. I need my coffee. I'm not trying to be an ass, but I don't want to get to know you guys more. And instead of these damn kickoffs, y'all should give me a damn raise. That's what the hell y'all need to do, because half of the time, and you could agree with me, is that the information or whatever you gave them, they didn't use it. So why in the hell you asking me for
this
it?
could have been an email.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Exactly.
The office I listen to no reference.
Now, did you like that or no? Or you didn't really care for it either? Were you like me, like, oh my God? After a while, it does get annoying, but I guess you can say in the beginning every once in a while, yes.
Yeah.
But how did you feel about those little kickoffs or whatever they call them?
It depends. Like certain companies, like they would do really fun ones where or maybe not fun is not the right word, but they would like bring us tacos, and so there's like an incentive to be there. But if it's just
when they bring in pizza and tacos, you think that's your bonus right there?
I mean, they didn't get a cash bonus.
I've been there, done that.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh my God, like this is your bonus. It's like a burrito, and it's not even probably even a good burrito. Probably like some crappy or something. Was the food at least good or no?
I used to work at this one company where they had a literal chef that was like upstairs.
Damn.
And that was cool. I did not
Hipster
mind
stuff.
that. It was hipster stuff.
So, me in the work field, I'm younger than you guys, so we didn't really have those. So it sounds like every single company you went to did the same thing. Almost.
They even had yoga after lunch. Like, it was like, I loved
Inhale, exhale.
So when the yoga, was that on the company time or?
Yeah, the company
Okay, well that's
time.
not bad. I can't complain.
Yeah.
That's what some companies do. They want you to be healthy, so they want you to pay too much for your insurance.
That's what it was, yeah.
Mejor them in gift card, and then I go take my family out, or I go with my boys to have some drinks.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, but yeah, I liked it sometimes. Sometimes I didn't. Yeah.
Okay, so
Is there something you're still doing kind of the same field right now?
Are they what?
The same field as far as your job?
Kind of. I started out as like a copywriter in marketing, and I did that. Yeah, so I'm a writer, and so I did that for maybe like 10 years, and then right before the pandemic, right before everything closed down, I was like, I'm gonna go on my own. I'm gonna start my own company.
No.
So literally, I put in my 2 weeks notice at my previous job, and the day after my last day at work, everything shut down. Everything shut down. And I got really, really lucky. One of our former clients, like a week later, reached out to me and was like, "Hey, we need some work."
Okay,
And so
that's good.
I've been with them working for like 5 years now.
That's cool.
So it's been how long has it been since the pandemic? 4 years.
I don't even know.
I don't even remember.
We all blocked it out.
Yeah. Never happened.
Okay, so 8th grade, you've been a fan of stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
You seen that kind of sparked your interest.
Yeah.
And then the later you start doing, you start breaking out of your shell of public speaking because of those little kickoffs that they had, those little meetings in the morning. Okay, when did you finally say, you know what, I'm going to pursue it, and I am going to do it? Tell us more. Like, when did you what was the one that you sit there and said, I'm gonna do this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm gonna do, that's gonna be the next goal to get to do the stand-up, to get stage time, mics or whatever? What was your process?
So during the pandemic, I ended up meeting a leadership coach, and I was helping him with his marketing. And during that time, he was like, I really need help with somebody to deliver these workshops with me. So I started doing that with him, and so it was a lot of public speaking, and I was like really bad at it. Exactly. And so he kept trying to tell me, oh, you should do Toastmasters, so that way you can get practice for public speaking.
What the hell is Toastmaster? What is that?
It's like an organization where you go like once a week, you meet up with everybody, and they give you a topic. Like it can be like micheladas. They give you a topic, and then everybody takes turns, and you have like 3 to 5 minutes to just talk in front of everybody.
Talk shit about that topic, okay?
Yeah, and it sounded boring to me. Like I just didn't sound fun. It was very, very
We're done. Burnt.
It was very corporate-y.
Now, was there any like set rules that you can't curse or anything like that?
Yeah, it's like a business organization, so it's very, very bundled up. And so that didn't sound fun to me. So I was like, what can I do to get practice, but not Toastmasters? And so I was like Googling, and then I found the classes at the Comedy Arena, and I was like, I'll take a stand-up class. Like, it's kind of the same thing as public speaking. And I took the class, and I fell in love. Like, I fell in love with being a star on stage, and I loved it. It was a lot of fun.
You think that changed it was the group of people you were with?
Like, in the class?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still really good friends with a lot of the people that were in the class, and so it was like, it was great.
I think that what changes a lot of stuff, especially as far as what I see around Dallas, like a lot of the group of people you I guess do the open mics with, they're all a bunch of cool people as far as that goes. Yeah, but I mean, I would say maybe in a class setting like school, maybe you got the school project after that, you don't really keep up with nobody. I mean, you do some people, but not everybody for the most part.
How many people were in that class? Oh my bad.
No, I'm just relating it.
We started like with 16 people in the class, but only like so it was a 6-week class, and every week there was like fewer and fewer people. And I think
no, people get busy and they got lives.
And there's a lot of it's writing. You know, I think a lot of people go into it and don't realize like you're gonna have to write a lot. You know. And
I mean, that's good. I mean, they kind of give you a standard where you gotta kind of like push the bar, instead of just be like, just go on your own. Like this, I mean, I didn't take no comedy class or anything. I write whenever I think of something, but I mean, I guess to hold yourself at a higher standard is gonna push you to actually do better, you know?
Yeah. So I think we ended up with like 6 people at the very end. So like 10 ended up dropping off, and it happens every time. So I've taken that class like 6 times.
Wow. Now, out of all your whole classes, so average has been around 16 people, and then you at the end of the class, you see, like you said, 5-6 people somewhere around there. Usually. Now, another question: any famous comedians that you've seen, like wow, like that's just killing it out there, that you see on TV or something, like oh man, this dude, wow, I was in that comedy class with this guy or girl. No. Or maybe?
Not yet, because I'm still so new. Hopefully it'll be me.
Exactly. Maybe somebody's gonna sit there and say, "Man, I took that comedy class with her."
Yeah. Oh God, I would love that. Yeah. But so that's how I got into it, and then I just kept going and going and going back to the classes and back to open mics, and the owner of the Comedy Arena. I asked him, could I start taking the class as like an assistant, so that way I can just like get to know how to do, like how to teach classes.
Got you.
And he said yes, and so I've been helping out with the adult classes, and then in April I'll be teaching my first class for teenagers.
As we bring you into this question, I've been holding off on because I follow you on Instagram, Judith Deniro. Not just kidding.
I have the domain, I just haven't done anything with it yet.
Anyways, I noticed it, and I was just trying to get out there. Have you talked to kids lately, as far as that goes? Anything? Or,
have I talked to kids?
Or teenagers, whatever?
No, actually, that's a great question.
I was curious about what's what's hilarious to them right now. I know we got our own sense of humor, but what's their thing right now? I mean, you got an idea or anything?
Well, I have like my cousins' children, who are, I guess, also my cousins. My cousins, right? They're all in high school right now. And the way they talk is so funny. Like the little 14-year-old, she's always like, bruh. Bruh. Or like Riz, they all say Riz now.
Yeah. They like that guy Loaf or whatever.
Loaf, I don't know Loaf.
You don't know who Loaf is?
No.
See, we're out of touch, man.
Yeah. Is that a young guy?
Yeah.
A comic?
A TikTok.
He's a blogger, but he does a lot of funny stuff.
Yeah, that's the difference. Like, I mean, I know he's into virtual stuff and everything. He got a better idea, but anybody you mentioned to me on TikTok besides Jake Paul and the people that are well known, I don't know none of those people.
Like the
Jake Paul was doing that stuff. Doing the YouTube whenever you're young.
That's the only person I know that I could recognize. Besides that, there's thousands of them I could think of now. I mean,
the only guy.
I guess you could.
The Chupapi Muñeño guy. Everybody knows who that is.
Nobody's taking that guy serious.
Annoying.
Yeah, but he does. Supposedly to him, that's comedy.
I'm not approving that message.
Yeah, but bro, at the end of the day, it's they like that. It's
the clicks.
Yeah, that's what everybody like. I don't really care for it. I don't. I mean.
So you know this is your first interview in the podcast. You know the name of the podcast is Los Encuerados Podcast. You know what are we doing here?
No, I just showed up.
Okay, it's called Los Encuerados Podcast. That means the naked podcast.
I love it.
Because we're gonna start getting butt naked right now and stuff. Nah, just playing.
No, we dress as a cuero, the type of leather.
This show YouTube approved, so it's fine.
Yeah, the reason we'll just blur it out. No, the reason we call it that because here you get to be comfortable. You get to have a few adult beverages, and you get to whatever's on your mind. There's no filter, there's no nothing.
I love it.
If it is something that we might get flagged, I mean, we'll mess with it or something, but you get to, hey, this is like, we're talking about no holds bar, whatever.
On the last episode, JC Soto, he did a Encuerado story.
Oh no, and then at the end, we'll tell you another thing while we're doing the interview. If you can think of a story that you've seen, like maybe something happened that you've seen in your family or you or anybody you know, something, a naked, a naked experience, like, oh man, I was cutting my grass outside and next thing you know, I seen the neighbors running I see somebody come out of my neighbor's house butt naked or something. Like, if there's a naked story you know about, let us know, or heard, or seen, or
you a third person,
We'll give you time to think.
I'll need time to think about this.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But yeah, you had a bad experience at a show, Mary, like recently, or...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I had the competition last night at the Comedy Arena.
Oh, okay.
And it was like, it's 5 comedians, and you go like just through rounds. So the first round, everybody tells 3 minutes, and then the second round is 3.5.
What is it called? Oh, how
it's
often?
called March Laughness.
Okay. Oh,
so it's
okay. So like the final four. Okay.
Yeah.
So is it roasting each other or just your whatever your set is?
Whatever your set is.
Oh, okay, I got it.
And it's every Saturday in March. So every Saturday, one comic goes through, and so on the 30th is like the finals.
Yeah.
And whoever wins that gets to headline at the Comedy Arena.
That sounds fun. Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun. It was my first contest like that, and like the first round, it did really good. Like I was like second place in the first round, so I got to go through, and then I cried last night.
Same thing happened to me in my contest.
That's part of your
Yeah, so were you upset because you wanted it so bad, or is it upset because you felt like, man, I could have done better? Tell us what.
So I like all day, like for a whole week, I was like practicing. Like I was like, this is 3 minutes, this is 3.5, this is 4.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I had it down. And then I was the last one to go up for round 2, and I could just hear all the comics going up before me, killing it. Like it was like they were killing
pressure
it.
After pressure.
And the pressure kept building and building and building, and then it was my turn, and I went up, and it was like, you know those like nightmares that you have where you like show up to school and you're naked.
Yeah.
Naked story.
That goes a naked story. Imaginary naked story.
Oh my gosh! Like I literally just like stood there and just stared out at everybody and was like, and I blinked. Like my mind went so blank.
Yeah.
And to me, it felt like forever. Like I felt like I was like just there saying for like an hour, and a random joke like came to me, and as I was telling it, I was like, oh, that's the rest of my set. So I finished it out, but I really threw myself off, and so I was upset because I had prepared so much. Like maybe it was too much, maybe.
Yeah.
And I couldn't let go of what the set was.
You're caught. Like they say, a deer in the headlights or whatever.
Yes.
But it comes with experience, though, man. If you already faced that, I guess that experience, you like blank out. But you gotta I guess with experience comes like that moment. You're like, oh, okay, I forgot it, but it'll come to me. Let me just do something else. I don't know. I'm not a professional either, so I can't tell you actual advice.
Oh, that's true. I think that's true.
But I think it's just the more time you got on stage, the more stuff you're gonna run into. Because I mean, there's people gonna throw you off. There's gonna be somebody talking loud. Like you could. I don't know, you could figure how to...
Well, my husband was in the audience too, and I felt kind of like nervous.
No.
I could like feel myself blushing. I was like, oh.
That's it.
It's not bad for somebody that's been doing it 8 months.
Yeah.
I remember, I mean, I did my competition too. I got second place, but it was so close. I mean, but I was a little upset, and but this guy was doing stand-up longer than I have. This guy's been doing it for years. It wasn't even my first year. It was a little bit over a year. So it's like I kind of was beating myself up. But then the wifey, and then I kind of said, well, yeah, you're right. She's like, he's been doing it longer than you have.
Yes.
You haven't.
I was definitely like the youngest stand-up comedy-wise at the show. Like everybody else had like from 2 to like 11 years, like in the game. So I'm trying to be like not too hard on myself.
Yeah, exactly.
You're getting there. Okay?
Yeah, that's why I brought that up, my experience, because it's like, hey, don't be hard on yourself, because how long have these people been doing it? These other comedians, and you have. So it's, like I felt the same way.
I'll tell you the worst I've ever done on stage.
Oh, go ahead.
It was during Halloween. And I dressed up like my tío. I don't know. I thought it was gonna be funny. So I was like kind of like a car mechanic. So I drew on like a little goatee, and I had like a backwards cap, and I looked like a little dude, right? But I didn't think about it that it's gonna be really confusing because all of my jokes, like I sound like this, and they're all on stage, and was like just a little dude being like me and my husband. Nobody, like it was a packed open mic at the Comedy Arena. Nobody laughed. Like it was like 5 minutes of like dead crickets.
I think I would have laughed at it. Like you would have been dressed up like a man, and then you're saying your husband. I probably would have been the only one like,
laughing at your own
she's a dude.
It was. I like as soon as I got off the stage, I like walked to my car and just like cried all the way home. Like, just like.
What was your song going back home?
Oh yeah.
What song do I listen to when I'm sad?
Yeah.
That's a good. I need a sad song. I don't have a good sad.
So as soon as they start saying you get a figure, you're like, and then the thing about it is that sometimes you get scared. What if somebody's recording? They put you on the internet. They would have put like, you get home and you're like, oh no, whatever that is.
That would have been so much. Thank God nobody did that. Not that I know of, right? But that was probably the worst set I've ever had in my life. I think it was the disconnect. Of
I think because you basically had a character, but you were too busy thinking. You weren't thinking it, like you say, so much through, and you had a character, but you didn't have material for that character. I mean, it is a good character.
Yeah.
You had it, but you didn't have. You didn't have material for that character.
Especially because like my persona on stage when I'm doing comedy is like very, very cute, like very like cute and girly, and
I can see where the people laugh.
It was
the gay uncle.
That's why I would have been laughing. Now, tell us, what was your? So I'm trying to understand. So you dressed up like, what was the point or something, or what were you trying to get the message, or what were you trying to get across by dressing like him, or that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, I like Halloween. I like dressing up. Like I really love like when you're at Titanic. Like I made like a Titanic.
Wow. You got that.
So I just like dressing up, and I had like this like the coveralls, the overalls.
The overalls, yeah.
And I was like, what can I do with this? And I was like, oh, I know. And so I was like, I'll be a car mechanic. And
Okay, but this is the thing though.
Well, she knows now.
No, but this is the thing though.
mechanic.
But this is the thing though, it's a Halloween, so like you don't have to necessarily. Now I get you now, like I understand you're doing your material, but I would have not even cared. Because it's like, it's Halloween, everybody's in, they're not, so you go dressed up as a princess, you're not going to start doing princess material.
Right, yeah.
So it's like, so I'm like, I don't know, I mean, maybe it was a crowd or something.
Like Brian Kane, que se vistió como la Princess Peach.
Yeah, so it's like, what I'm trying to say is that, it was Halloween, right?
Yeah, it was Halloween.
Yeah, so it's like, you're dressed up as, you don't have to necessarily, now if it would not have been a Halloween show, then I would have been like, why is she dressed like that?
That's the question.
I mean, that's the thing about it too. It was an open mic.
Yeah.
It was during Halloween. You know how so that's what I tell people. That's how mics are sometimes. Sometimes people don't understand and they get discouraged.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, I don't know why people didn't laugh. I mean, I would have been more focused. I would have laughed at your material and your thing, because I would have been like, he said, oh, okay, maybe her own. I don't know. I think maybe that's a gay mechanic or something. I don't know. I'm like, whatever. That's funny to me, you know.
No, some gay.
But nobody knows. Nobody can relate because they don't know your uncle, so they don't know. So I would have seen that it's Halloween. She looks like a mechanic. She's doing her bit. Funny.
Yeah.
That's how I would have been. You know, like I'm not. It's Halloween. It would have been any other day. I would have been like, what the heck? Why did you dress like?
What is your scariest suit? Your scariest outfit on Halloween?
I don't do scary.
I
I've never done a scary one. I thought about doing the Ring this year, but like building out like a TV and like
So you can go creative stuff.
I like to do creative stuff.
It's like the How I Met Your Mother like Halloween parties or whatever. Thing. Like as a geo signal or whatever. Stop signal.
I like to like play with cardboard, like cut cardboard and paint it.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it's fun. Look, last year I did like a little cardboard taco truck, so that way for the birds in my backyard, I made them a little taco truck. It was fun.
Okay, now let's go back. You took the classes, and the classes, when you take them, you get stage time, right? Mm-hmm. How much time do you get in those classes? That way, in case people don't know, they want to take the class. You get how many minutes do you get?
You're gonna start teaching that, right? Or assist?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. Promote it.
Yeah, promote it.
So it's a lot of fun. The adult ones are 6 weeks long, so it's 2 hours every class, and then at the very end of it, like when you go through everything, you get a showcase with everybody that graduates, and you get 8 minutes. Max.
8 minutes.
Maximum.
That's
That's
good.
a lot. Yeah, that's a lot.
That's good.
But people can do like even if you only have like 2 minutes, like
You
know?
can extend it.
It depends, guys. You go up there, you don't have to necessarily do the 8 minutes. Just like I tell everybody when we go to Eric's mic, you don't have to. It's 5 to 7 minutes. You don't necessarily have to do the 5 minutes or the 7 minutes. You can do a couple jokes and then you can, wrap it up. It's what you feel comfortable. That's the whole point of mics.
Yeah.
So you get that stage time, about 8 minutes. That's cool. Kids, in case anybody wants to, enroll their kids in there, what age group to what age group?
It'll be 8th grade to 12th grade, and that class will actually only be 4 weeks long. So it's a shorter class.
4 weeks long.
4 weeks.
So there's no age group. It has to be there.
Like in the summer or something?
It starts April 6th actually.
April 6th. Hey.
So they're taking
a show.
So it's not an age group. It's per class. So you can't sit there and say, well, from 10 years old to so and so, or what is?
How old are you in the 8th grade? Like 13, maybe 13 to like 17.
Oh, okay, so it's more for teens then.
For teenagers, yeah.
Hey, I've been getting like 12-year-old, like 15-year-old comedians, like little kids that they doing their stuff.
Yes.
Like their parents, they're supporting them. They're doing their stand-up. You don't have to be like a pervert or doing the sexuality jokes or whatever. Anything
You shouldn't
goes.
do that.
Anything goes.
So I'm trying to get their sense of humor. Like, it depends.
This will be rated PG.
They have to. I mean, they have to be PG if it's for teenagers.
Yeah.
But because I seen the reason I asked, because I don't know where the heck I seen it at. I seen that they have some for classes for kids, but I didn't see the age group. I just seen kids and teens. That's all I seen.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking.
Of course, yeah.
Is it difficult to trick with little kids?
I haven't done it yet.
No! You're gonna start doing it!
I'm
No!
doing it in April. I'll find out, and it'll be a learning experience.
You got it.
We'll bring you back just to
Yeah, we'll bring you back. Just an update, see how it went.
Oh, I love it.
First, show you did, what was that experience like?
The first show was the showcase when I graduated, and I felt like on top of the world. Like I was like, I am a rock star. Like I went home and first I like partied and celebrated.
No, but we're talking about up to it, like when you were before on stage, when you got there and you're getting ready to go on stage, were you like nervous or?
I was.
You're ready for it.
It's actually, I have it posted on my Instagram, like the first showcase that I ever did, and
so
you can see in the beginning I was like, I didn't know what to do. I had so much energy, and I was like, woo! Like, I made a really weird sound.
Yeah, you do that whenever you do. Like, I had
out of your system.
I had an outer body experience. I kind of blacked out, so I don't know. No. So what did you? So you're nervous as hell. You're doing the woo! Woo! Why did the chicken cross the road? Woo! So you're doing the woo like Ric Flair.
I did it in the beginning. And that was it. And like it went really well. Like it went so well.
That's part of it, yeah.
Yeah, like I went home and I like watched it.
That's definitely how you get hooked. Like, like, oh man, I did so well. I need to do this again.
Yeah,
so,
that one was the best. Like it was just like, this is gonna sound however it sounds, but I like went home and I watched my set over and over.
Es mamona.
For like 2, 3, I don't know, probably until like 4 in the morning. Like I was just like watching it over and over.
I'm my own fan. I feel you.
I'm my number 1 fan. Yeah.
Only when the material is good. If not, you're cringy. Like
Yeah, that's how I am. Even when my set is good.
Yeah.
I can't watch it. I just can't. I don't record myself.
Maybe after months.
And see,
I'm doing that.
And that's the thing that I can't. If I tell anybody to record me, like I get more nervous because I'm trying to be a perfectionist.
Yeah.
And I just mess it up.
That happened to us last time.
Like, man, I'm trying to. So if somebody else, like said, he sets up. Like I remember I did at the improv, man, I did a badass set, and I thought somebody had recorded. Like, hey, did you get my set? Like the whole show? No, I just did mine. My battery was running low. But if I would have knew, if I would have told my wife or anybody or a friend to record it, I think I would have more like messed up because I'm trying to be good. Like I'm trying to put something out there really good for my own, and it's like. No, so I haven't like I feel the opposite. It's like and if I think it's more pressure if I know I'm being recorded by myself or whatever.
Now, as far as me, like I said, I just record them just so like I can go over them. And I look at them once, but down the line, like I said, maybe look at them like a month or 2 later.
Yeah.
Like, man, I actually did good that time. I thought, like I said, you think too much in your head afterwards, like I could have done better, But I look at it again, like. You know what? I'm doing good, man. Like it's not. I mean,
I'm like really hard on myself.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
And I think that's like a lot of comics. Like, I've noticed that. Like, they'll come off and be like, "That was bad."
Well, at least some of the guys that we talk to, like, remember I took them to Sharks. Like, they'll let you know you suck.
Yeah.
But for the most part, people will tell you you're doing good.
But if you're having fun,
you have.
They don't care.
Exactly. You're having fun, but. Besides that, most people do tell you you're doing good because you did good, honestly.
Yeah.
So take the compliments for the most part.
Good compliments, We always take in the good compliments.
I suck at taking compliments. And it makes it sound like I'm trying to get more. Like, no, I'm not.
You're starting getting cocky.
Cocky.
Yeah, like,
I mean, but then también it is, I see it like this. Sometimes, let's say, if Dave Chappelle shows up to your open mic and he freaking bombs and he sucks, and he tells you, how did I do? I'm gonna probably be like, bro, you're Dave Chappelle. Who gives a shit how you did?
No, but
you suck, but bro, I don't give a fuck. You're awesome. Can I get a picture? Some people are gonna be like, bro, you killed it. And then some people are gonna be like, yeah, he was there and he sucked. Like they won't tell it to his face, but they'll say it later. I'll be straight up like, bro, I wasn't paid. I was too busy. I was amazed. Like I was starstruck.
Yeah, but even him, he'll admit when he's like, I bombed, and he'll just go off and like just bomb the whole way just cause he's a professional. He knows how to handle it.
I mean, that's the worst crowds. The forja, it makes you better at comedy.
Yeah, agreed.
You're always like, if I didn't make them laugh, I'm gonna make them laugh, and then the next one.
And that's the thing with the Oak Cliff Social Club. I mean, I was trying to keep it to where like it's a section for the comics, whoever wants to see comedy in the back, but they got pool tables there, so I really don't want to take money from them, like to tell them to stop the pool tables. But we do it in the corner of the bar. But there's still like distractions and stuff. But that's part of growing though. Like if you could overcome that, it's like all right. At another scene or like where it's more. I mean, I like comedy clubs. But that's strictly for comedy.
Yeah.
But there's distractions. What I'm saying, that's just kind of like the way we have it at Oak Cliff Social Club. It's like it's.
But that's how a lot of open mics are. There's distractions. It's all open.
But the more you deal with it, the more you experience it, the more you're better to deal with it whenever it does come around. So like I said, I tell some of the comics and they like, nobody, those people are talking. They'll mention it, but I mean it's their way of handling it. So I mean I'm just saying it's different experiences, the way you deal with it.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, even at comedy open mics, it's like that's how it is. Sometimes it'll be like dead, and then it's like. Nobody's even laughing or the
Yeah.
All the little groups.
Yeah, but when it's a comedy show, it's a little more different because people are like know what they're getting themselves into.
Yeah.
Sometimes because open mics at comedy, because I see this, people are like, "What's going on?" or whatever, or they're around the area. They'll stop by and they'll go get a drink. They'll just look around and be like, "Oh, what's going on? Oh, you guys aren't charging today?" And then sometimes they don't know what an open mic is because we know what it is, and they're like, "Oh, we'll just free comedy show."
They
got
regulars there. They got regular people just at the bar too.
So it's not comedians.
They're not. They don't expect comedy, so it's a little bit, No,
but they have some people that just walk in and just be like, just to be like looking around. Oh, there's comedy. Oh, and they go in there and they're just like hanging out, having a drink, and just sticking around for a bit. And then they take off. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes that's just the way it is. They just want to go scope it out, and then they take off. Or they're around the area, or like he said, they got the regulars. They already know what's up. It's just the way it is sometimes because it's open mic. But whenever somebody actually pays, like, oh, I want to go pay to laugh, it's all different. It's different atmosphere.
They're ready for it.
Yeah, they're ready. They know what they're expecting. Sometimes when it's free, people just just go to drink.
Talking about free, me agarré un free haircut, güey. Never ever again. It was supposed to be longer. Oh my god.
How was this free, man?
Oh my, they went to McDonald's. I work as a cashier now. That's temporal. Okay. But that's good, so I can socialize with new people. There was a little kids that learning how to do haircuts, and he said, "No, free haircut." My friend got you, but they were like. They're the little trolls.
They talk to you.
Yeah, he got you. He's gonna be your he got you. He messed it up. He was puffy on the front and little pinche
You just got jacked up hair. That's all it is.
Oh, mames, güey.
I don't look too bad.
Yeah, the teacher. No, the teacher. He saved the day.
Oh.
And the teacher.
Okay.
How long have you been doing it? 2 days. Like.
I don't mind 2 days.
After 30 minutes, güey. No mames. Okay, that was a free haircut, so appreciate it. Appreciate it.
It'll grow back, man.
Yeah, and that's the thing that he said. Oh no, mames. So sorry, wait.
It'll grow back. The same thing with comedy. If you mess up one day, you got another day to get back.
It'll grow back.
It'll grow back. That's the thing. It'll grow back. I mean, have you had an experience like you're at the school or kindergarten or whatever, and you pee on yourself, or you had an accident?
Have I?
Yeah.
When I was little, one time when I was I think in kindergarten, we were playing outside and I was having too much fun and I didn't want to go inside. I was having so much fun. So I got to the top of a slide and I sat down to go down, but I sat down so my body just let it go. And then I slid down. I went so fast.
You had to pee real bad?
I had to pee so bad.
Hey, if it was one of those metal slides, it kind of helped it.
It was like a water slide.
Yeah, like a water slide.
Yeah, that was bad.
I worked for a service that delivers stuff. I can't mention them, but yeah, I mean, there's times where I gotta pee real bad, and I mean, I haven't done it in a while, but I had to just go around somebody's house and just make sure nobody's recording me.
There's always somebody recording. See,
I need to get have you heard of the Shiwi?
The heck is that?
The Shiwi show. It's like
is that hipster stuff?
It's a girl.
It's not like a girl thing. It's like a funnel that for girls, so that way they can be standing up,
Ah, yeah.
I think it's really. I kind of want to buy one for when I go to dive bars and stuff.
Yeah.
So that way I don't have to be, but.
You know what?
standing
And then you can go to the guy's restroom.
You know what TikTok videos? It was a TikTok or Instagram, I forgot. But this one chick, she was in the slot machine. I guess she didn't want to leave her machine or whatever, so she just peed right there. And I guess they got security and everything come around, but there's people that they don't give a fuck. They're like, I'm not.
I've always
They got
wanted to play
reasons to
slot
do it.
machines. I've never
Don't
played
do
slot
it. You can
machines.
lose.
No, I do like the quarter ones or penny
our
ones.
friend Jesse Reyes, he's lucky, but me, I went to a cruise last week, and I put $20. I lost $30 and I just gave up, you know.
Oh my god.
I lose. I'll probably 50 is the most I lose, and I probably quit. So.
Yeah.
I was thinking like $5 in quarters.
Nah, you gotta bet. It goes away that quick. I put $20, so like, all right, one spin, it goes $4. Like, damn. Let me get it back. All right, probably won like $2 back, and then it just went away real quick.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
I never bet, but the only time I bet, I started with a 100. I ended going home with a 300.
Nice.
Yeah, you gotta take chances.
First and last time.
Sometimes it gives up, but I think for the most part, people that bet big, like they make their money. Yeah,
$1,000. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So besides comedy, you have any hobbies you like? Any hobbies you do?
Yeah, I was trying to learn Spanish.
Por favor.
I was taking Spanish classes at
Duolingo? Okay.
You never next semester, you never picked it up or anything?
I mean, I understand it, right? So when people talk to me, but like my grandpa especially, like
Tell us,
didn't really speak in English that well. So he would talk to me in Spanish, and I would talk to him back in English. And so like he was the same way, but
Understood you.
reverse. Like he understood it when he heard it.
Yeah.
Both of your parents are Mexican, or your aunt? Okay, so what part of Mexico do you know?
Nuevo León.
Nuevo León.
No, Nuevo León?
Yeah.
No, no somos del mismo lado, güey.
The same
Same part.
Yeah.
I'm from the hood.
Yeah.
Over
Oh,
there.
yeah?
So
Independencia, yeah.
What city do you know? Just
I don't know.
Monterrey?
It's my grandparents that are from there. So like they came when they were.
She's
like,
too white, maybe from the ranch around the
I
Nuevo
know.
León. China, Nuevo León, Naranjo, some shit like that. It's all the bougie people over there.
No, my family was not bougie. No, I promise you, all my grandparents and my parents, like they worked in the fields. Like they would go out to North Dakota for migrant work and come back in the summers.
Hard workers.
Yeah.
Very hard workers.
Yeah.
Very hard. I was the first person in my family to go to college, actually.
Really?
Oh, mames!
Yeah.
Do you have any brothers, sisters?
I have a younger sister. She's a year younger than me.
Cool.
So I'm
Okay.
35. She's 34, I guess.
34, 30-ish.
You can't do the math real quick.
That's a real sister.
And you said you grew up, you said over there by the what did you say? Where?
Yeah.
Far? So you grew up there. How's the experience there? How was?
I love the valley. All my family still lives there. Like all my aunts and uncles and everybody lives there. My cousins. But I love it. I like being so close to Mexico. I really did. I grew up.
Did you go back and forth?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Especially senior year. I'll go clubbing in Mexico. Sometimes I think back.
What was this? 2000 what?
2006.
Was it crazy over there?
Yeah.
Like as far as like I guess what was it called? The narcos and all that other stuff.
Oh yeah, that was one point in Mexico that was pretty bad. Like you couldn't really go over there, but then it kind of died down. So was that around that time?
I still have like my best friend's parents. Like they go over to Progreso for lunch every Friday. So it's not especially the borders. Like we stay there.
I know Laredo's
go
different
over.
too, but yeah, it just depends where you're at too. Cause what's over there? Damn it, what's that area called?
Reynosa?
Reynosa, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I heard. I mean, it's just people say stuff maybe, but
Yeah, I feel like some of it's bad marketing. Like it's got a bad rap, but like when you go, you're just like, what are people talking about? Like this is great. Like
Yeah. Well, I'm saying. I mean, I go to Michoacan too, but same thing. Just don't try to show off or nothing, cause you don't.
Yeah, that's anywhere, dude. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't. It's like you're going to Chicago, like in the hood in Chicago, and you're wearing all this jewelry and stuff.
Yeah.
You're gonna get
You're asking for
jacked.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're asking for it. Just anywhere.
Yeah.
Now, did you go a lot of South Padre Island and party there?
Oh my gosh.
You got any adventures from
Oh
this?
my gosh.
Naked.
I never got naked in South Padre Island.
You see somebody
but
naked?
You've probably seen people naked there.
A lot of naked people. And I think like this year, Florida, like they asked spring breakers not to go there anymore. So like the spring breakers like tripled this year.
How do you do that? If you tell them that, the more they're gonna go.
I think they put a lot.
It's like marijuana.
I think they put a lot of.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. If you're in their hotel, they're gonna be partying.
You know what I heard? Yeah, because I think it was Miami. They're just, I guess, I don't know if they're being destructive, whatever the deal is, but Fort Lauderdale said, yeah, you can come over here. But same thing. They just want to give tickets and all that other stuff too.
Yeah.
Gotta get some money.
It does get pretty like I look back and I'm just like I don't have kids, but like if I had a kid, I'd be like for spring break week I'm gonna like lock you in your room. Like you're not going anywhere.
Don't have kids.
Spring break. No, I'm not having kids.
Not yet. I mean, maybe when you're 60.
I've been to South Padre Island twice. It was last year, the year before, and I mean I liked it. It was a good experience. I mean not a spring break, but yeah, just
I ain't never been but when I was going to go to spring break for anything, I got too drunk in there.
You know what? I was in the Marines and I was in Pensacola doing the school stuff, and I went to spring break over there in Panama City where they filmed like MTV. You remember MTV did the spring break?
Oh my god!
I was over there with all the white girls.
And the farthest I've been was like partying wise was like at the fiestas de San Antonio.
Oh, it's coming up next month. Oh, have you been for? You're from Texas, you know about it, right?
I don't know about this. What is this?
The Fiestas? San Antonio?
No.
It's practically they change it up every now and then. I don't know, but this year typically is the last 2 weekends of April. Mainly the last weekend. Mm-hmm. But it's just all of Texas gets together. It's like a Tejano festival.
Oh, I love that.
They like playing all their music, but everybody just goes over there to talk shit about Houston or Dallas.
Oh, I saw one of the flyers.
Yeah. No, I'm going. Oh, yeah, I'm going. Let's put it out that way.
Is the best.
It's fun. It's a fun time. And I mentioned a couple people because COVID happened and they kind of like try not to do it too much, but they've been doing it like for the longest, and it's just another fun time in Texas.
Yeah, talking about San Antonio, close by is Austin. Have you, Eric, has been in Kill Tony's?
Oh, I've been traveling, yeah.
You went up on, did you get pulled?
Yeah, this is when they first started coming. This is
when COVID happened.
When COVID was still around.
Yeah.
So it was January 2021.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I went up there because they had barely came to move to start doing the show in Texas.
Yeah.
And I had a free Monday off, so I said, hey, let's go up there, get some tickets. Well, I think I purchased tickets beforehand because I already knew.
He killed the 1 minute.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go watch
it was a minute. Shoot. I told people I was going to look it up. You know, let me pull it up right now because I did I did tell people I was going to tell them and put it in the comments. I never did, so.
Yeah.
So
have you gone there?
No, I don't want to go to
I want to get more prepared.
No, it's a fun hang. Even if you just go to hang out, it's a fun hang.
Honestly, Tony kind of scares me.
Nah,
like,
he don't care.
He's like, when he's like in a bad mood, when you're just like, oh, I don't know, he scares me.
I mean, just do your thing like Ivory, like Eric, like the other guys.
Oh, I did see Ivory's set,
man.
and that was a lot of fun. I was really, really happy for him.
Yeah, but I've gone up there a couple times. I haven't got picked out since then, but let me see.
I just want to go there, like maybe one more year. So I want to get more prepared.
I gotta go to my YouTube.
Yeah.
I never take a course, only Sofia Niño de Rivera course. So so it's not like a physical one that they promise you a 5-minute set.
Maybe I should take the course, and that could be like a fun way to try to.
Sophia one?
Spanish, yeah.
$10. $10. Kriana, like that will deal.
Alright. Where's my stuff? Videos. I got all our podcasts here. Hold on, keep talking. I'll let you know.
Keep talking.
What are you talking about?
Okay, so we have a show April 6th. It's on Saturday. It's a free stand-up show.
Free
stand-up show. No cover.
Cover.
Please go eat something. There's a Colombian restaurant, so I know the place is nice.
They got some good food, and so it's free. No 2-item minimum or none of that. You just get there and you
get early, because it's gonna be packed on that night. I know for sure. Because there's no Spanish or Spanglish shows. Maybe some comedian that's coming from Mexico or whatever, but they go into fucking El Pulpo restaurant or whatever. Yeah, but this thing is gonna be a for real thing in Spanglish.
That's so fun.
It's a mix and match.
Yeah, and they're gonna have a lot of drink specials. So they're gonna have some drink specials. So
always at the Spanglish or Spanish show that something happened. It's a fucking old school Mexican talking shit back to the comedian. Oh, you never know, fucking.
Yeah, I mean, we're just
we're just trying it out. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, we've done shows with. Oh, I've done it with Monkey. You've been to the open mic with them, right?
Yeah.
So it's something we're gonna try to do ourselves because there's not too much Spanish. I guess you could say shows out here.
Yeah.
So we're part of that group. So we're just trying to do something for ourselves to open up that scene over here in Dallas.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that speak Spanglish. Some people like, I speak Spanish, but I want to hear some English, but I want to hear Spanish. So we're gonna mix it up
It's
around.
like something like Alfred Robles nowadays.
Like Judith, she knows she's part of the culture,
she's shy.
she doesn't speak Spanish herself, but she knows the culture very well.
I have a lot of jokes about my gringo husband. So.
So maybe for the next show.
So this show was going to be Spanglish next one. If everything goes well and we start doing some more there, then I will mix it around. I'll get some comedians that they're not necessarily gonna, but for this specific show, because we don't know our customers there, so we don't know how the customers speak Spanish, English. I talked to the owner. She said, look, it's hard to know because sometimes there's some Hispanics that come in here. I don't know if they're white or they're Hispanic because they look real güero. They look real and then I start talking to them in English, and then she's like, they start talking to me in Spanish, like, no hablo inglés, and then she's like, whoa, so we're doing this trial, we're doing this show in Spanish because we want to see what customers she has, because she said most of them talk English and Spanish. Okay. So that's what we're trying, and once we find out, how our audience is, and we can do some different shows. We'll mix it up around, get some other comedians that just speak English, and we'll mix it around, have some that speak English only, some that Spanish or whatever. We'll mix it around, but we're just gonna see how it goes from there.
The thing with Spanish set or Spanish jokes is that one means can mean another thing, has a double meanings. Que en México tienen hasta 3-4 meanings, ¿no? Para algo.
Yeah.
Shit. So there's gonna be an experience April 6th, Saturday. You have a thing on April 6th?
In the morning, though, so I'll come in the evening.
Hey!
I'll come watch. I'll come support.
It's in Louisville. I'm gonna be sharing social because I'm almost leaving in 10 minutes. I have to transform into a Martian.
No, I thought you were gonna transform into
a gay Martian.
Transform.
So Judith, no,
Transformer.
I transform it. Are you Bumblebee?
Tuck it.
There's a tape back. I don't know why.
And you can cuss when you say shit. You're just like. You cuss bro, you can cuss.
See.
You say fuck, shit, bitch.
No, espérate, güey.
Earbuds.
we don't, Eric is the producer and the editor. We don't want the editor to work más. Never.
No, because after how long, that's when they don't. We gotta be like somewhat.
For 10 minutes.
We gotta, for the first couple of minutes, we have to be civilized, and then after that, we can be however the hell we want, So I should have I did backwards. I should have had my hair pinned up, and then once the minutes passed by and we started cussing, then I should have just taken my
whatever. Oh yeah, what happened
Hold on. Let's go back. All right, so the episode is 489. I don't know what episode they're on now.
489.
Yeah, so
Tony.
So yeah, this was back January 2021. So however long that is.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean,
you were on there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
I didn't see that. How come
twice.
I think
You were
twice on there?
No, just once.
Oh, you show it to me later.
Let me play a little clip if I got it somewhere.
Dude, you been on it twice?
Once.
Oh, you said twice.
I've been going over there.
Mientras me echo un little break en lo que sale el clip.
Yeah.
He's gonna go transform.
Ahorita vamos a hacer Bumblebee.
So
what's up?
So when you got when you went on there, how many times have you gone there? Was that the first time you went and you got picked? When you got pulled in from the bucket, or you had already gone there X amount of time?
They used to tour because they did their show over there in the comedy what's the one in California? What's it called? LA? The comedy
Comedy
store? The comedy store? Yeah, they still do it over there, and then they decided to move over here to Texas, and they're doing it at this place called Antoine's. And
in Austin or here in Dallas?
Austin. And,
okay.
And that was their...
That's before they did the bucket pools, or how
no,
was
that's
that?
how they were... It's the same concept the whole time.
Oh, okay, the whole time?
Yeah, but I got pulled out the bucket, and that time it was probably... I'm going to tell you this much. It was probably like 50 comics that signed up. Now it's over 200 plus, whatever. So
okay, but how many times had they started doing it? I mean, how many times did you go, or was that the first time you went and you got pulled the same first time you went?
Because they were touring here in Dallas, man. So they did a couple shows here in Dallas where they'll like just do everywhere, like Chicago.
Yeah, I think they had like a tour, but driving down to Austin, how many times did you drive down there to get picked? Like the before?
No, but I'm saying that they had barely started doing it, so that was their third show. And
okay.
My first time signing up.
So the first time you signed up, you got chosen there in Austin. Okay,
lucky.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, it was like less than 50 comics. I got a good opportunity to do it, but now it's over 200. So yeah, I've got a couple more times and I haven't got picked out, but like same time, it's just a hangout.
But you did it the first time. Wasn't the episode?
He did. I never gone to Austin. I was gonna go one time, but it started snowing.
We should go, Joaquin.
Yeah,
later on.
Yeah, I went one. I was gonna go one time, but it started snowing. And then,
gee. That was destiny telling you, no, Joaquin, it's not your time.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I'm like, I don't know, I'm gonna get pulled, and if I'm gonna wreck my car, I'm like, no, I don't think so.
Así me fui yo a la Jefferson for a free haircut y no pagué en el odómetro, ¿cómo se llama esa madre? El del para pagar las coins.
Oh,
I got you.
Yeah, so I didn't pay for that. I said, fuck with life. Free haircut. Bad news and now the car was okay.
I think that's a good story for a joke, though.
Yeah, free
It's a good
haircut.
experience.
No, that was one of my aunties. When I was a little kid, she said, "No, I can give you to my mom. I can give the kid a little free haircut or whatever because I'm learning." Then you have the black thing, it's over la máquina, the machine. Y luego se le cayó, he fell down, and he saw, aquí in the back.
A little kid?
Yeah, I was 14 years old. So my mom, she got a nugget para bolear los zapatos, the black thing for the shoes. So she started haciéndole chopeado así in the back of my head. Oh my God, it was invisible. My mom, she was improvising, yeah. Oh, that was an experience, bro. Estaba pelón. I was like a blind spot. Un bald spot.
Hey, let's check it out.
That's a letter E and the last name Lopez. There he is from the audience.
Larry, what is it?
Larry. E.
Face
Lopez.
coming from the audience. That's pretty exciting. That means this could be a first time. It could be somebody that's always wanted to do this. This is their moment to shine. Make some noise for E. Lopez, everybody.
Oh, okay. You said E. Lopez. I thought you said.
What up, Boston? Ooh. All right. So I was hanging out with my homeboy, and during the conversation, we're just drinking and stuff, and this question pops up like, "Hey, where the hoes at?" He tosses me his phone and starts scrolling like, "What? This is Ancestry, dog." Like, she get it too. So I started like, "No, dog, no. This is your second cousin." Like, "No, this is my fourth. I already fucked 3 of them."
I changed that joke though.
But he's right. That Ancestry can get it too. I don't know how much more time I got, but that's all I got.
Hell yeah.
That's part of it. I did a good interview too, but
the audience seems to have laughed at certain parts, though.
Yeah, Tony, he's kind of a man. He's kind of
He's scary.
he's kind of a he can be somewhat of a douche.
Yeah, but
that's just the way he is.
Let me tell people that's episode 40. What did I say? 49.
489.
489. Kill Tony's. Check it.
Just forward to an hour and 8 minutes.
Mine is gonna be like One Piece episode, like 1,000 something.
For real. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Hey, we didn't get on Kill Tony, but we got on Piolín.
Piolín.
Piolín has more followers.
Yeah.
That was like nationwide stuff in the radio, right?
Yeah, that's nationwide. That's nationwide.
Tell us about that, because
Él sabe poquito más de Piolín. He's a real fan. He was like, hyperventilating with
Okay,
pain.
well, this is what happened. He's been on the radio. He does Spanish radio, FM. That's nationwide. Even people in Mexico know him. He's like, yeah, he's big, and he has this. I have a podcast, but he's on the radio station, and he was telling people to send a clip of 20 seconds of what you came, because it's for base for Latinos out there, todos que hablan español. He has a segment that's called what did we come to the United States for? ¿Por qué venimos a los Estados Unidos? Para triunfar, to triumph. Yeah. So basically, he wants to know your story. Let's say, for example, I came from Mexico and I got here and my dream was to own a bakery. Mm-hmm. So, and he wants to know. He wants to know the struggle and the story how you got there.
Yeah.
So. I know I think you sent him a clip.
I thought it was only Instagram Live, but it was radio station live. California to all USA.
My cousin sent me a clip of you, dude.
So I think you sent them a clip, right? Of the 20 seconds.
The guy from Colorado told me, I listened to you on El Show de Piolín. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so this is what I do.
I was giving my phone number to the gay guys.
Yeah, so this was he was on there first, but before a buddy of ours, Panda, was, and then he was on there. Again, you submitted your message, and since we all do this, since you're a friend now, we support other comedians. Yeah. So if you have a show, we'll be more than likely share your stuff.
We're gonna be straightforward.
Yeah, so we share your stuff. So I seen it, I'm like, Mexican, that's my boy,
He reshared my story.
Yeah, I reshared it, but I put on there he fell in love. I put on there he fell in love with Piolín. And then
that was him, bro.
Yeah. Nah. Next thing you know, I get a message. I shared it, and he says, "Send me your 20 seconds." I don't know if he was saying it because he's seen because I have a puppet.
He's looking for real time.
Yeah. Since I have a puppet, I don't know if he was saying it because he dug through my Instagram or because he's like, okay. Maybe because he's like, hey, you're making fun of us. Like, let me put you on the spot. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what his intentions were, if they were or not. I don't know if it was him or if it's people running his Instagram. Well,
They reached out
and they said, hey, send me your clip. And I was running some errands, and it's like, I can't send it to. I told him, in my head, I'm like, I have to get my puppet ready and all that. And then so I get to my house, and I send him the message, and he's all like, hey, like I gave my number, and he calls me and said, hey, I need you to send it like now. And it's like, when that instance, I'm like, I was thinking of sending it this weekend. I think it was on a Thursday or something. I'll send it to you. I told him in the message, I'll send it to you Thursday. And he was all like, and I sent him my number, and he goes, you didn't send it. You didn't send me your number. You didn't send me the message. And then I'm like, and he called me, blocked caller ID. It wasn't even his number. I was like, oh, and then I just told him, and he goes, no, I need you to send it to me. And I'm like, well, if I send it to him on the weekend, he's probably gonna sit there and say, well, he's not serious, or it'll probably get shoved to the side with everybody else. So I'm like, you know what, this guy's freaking nationwide. This guy has a big, large following. I need to do it. So I do it. I send him one video, 40 seconds. I'm like, crap, I messed up. I send him another one, 20 seconds. And then I send it to him, and I'm like, he goes, all right. Before that, he told me when he let me go, he goes, you got 10 minutes, because we're going to go on the air in 10 minutes. And I'm like, dude, I'm 3 minutes away from my house. I was telling him. And he goes, well, you got 10 minutes. So I did the video, and then next thing you know, I was like, what happened? I get home. What happened? What are you doing? I was like, oh, and I told her, and she was like, yeah, and I told my wife.
It was great.
Yeah, it was good. No, hold on. But then I was like, he didn't call. It passed 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I'm waiting for my phone, and I'm like, and that's the thing about me. I get riled up, and I'm like, oh, it's like when you get your hopes up.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I'm expecting, I'm like, man, you know what, but crap.
And
like,
then he called.
I took too long, whatever, and then he called me back, and he goes, go to Instagram. I'm gonna send you. I'm go to live. Tell me you're there, and then bam, and I did like a. We did like a. He asked us like, and he told me like, hey, where you from? And what do you do? And then from there, I started talking. Same thing with him, man.
Yeah.
And we noticed that a lot of people don't get a lot of time. Man, he got a lot of time. I got a lot of time. We guess we made a good impression on him.
Yeah, I mean, I got a 5-star customer service. Okay, so espérate.
So. Yeah, so we haven't been on to Kill Tony, but hey, I'll take that.
Violín, no, sí.
Promotion. Yeah.
I mean, todos tienen su favorite Avenger. Para él, a lo mejor era su Kill Tony, para nosotros era Violín.
I've liked Kill Tony for a good while. So
I love Kill Tony. I love Kill
2017
Tony.
or whatever.
Antes que digan algo, ya me tengo que ir, me tengo que transformar como Batman. Yeah, so I'm already late. So I'm leaving, but
Yes, the tuck
you keep, sáquenle el jugo a Judith, por favor. Todas las truths, like lo que haya naked stories. It was great having you. Estoy bien pedo, güey. Si algo me pasa, todos mis belongings van. ¿Quién es más puto, tú o tú?
I don't know, güey. I'm married.
Eric. No, I'm just kidding. I'm okay.
It'll be alright, man.
Yeah, it's my stupid talking. But yeah, it was great to have you. Follow me, Mexicat, MEX, #1 cat. Y ahí los dejo con estos perros. That was great. Like,
Yeah, I know them. So, Kill Tony on his IG, he has 302K followers. That's what he has. Violín has 333K followers.
Damn, I'll go follow him.
Yeah, no, he's well known. He's been around for the longest. But I'm saying it's a lot of people go to Kill Tony because they just want to get their shot. Like it's a minute, you get the interview, whatever. But a lot of people are watching online, and that's a neat thing. Violín, same thing. It's just good exposure. Yeah, but like I said, as far as comedians, that's I guess the thing to do now.
Yeah.
And especially for us Texas comedians, it's like 3 hours away, so it doesn't hurt to try take your chances over there.
Yeah, because you go to Kill Tony, you sign up, like he said, 200 some comic, but you go out there, like he said, somebody will see you as exposure because whoever's looking at that show is either another comedian producing shows or an actual person that produces shows.
Yeah.
So
Let's scoot down a little bit.
Yeah, so you can actually get booked on the show by some of his people, or you can get booked by somebody that reaches out to you. So it's good, like he said, good exposure. And anybody that does comedy knows that's if you're gonna put yourself out there, that's the place to do it at.
Nice.
So Kill Tony in Austin. It's called the Comedy Mothership, and I love it. You look at his stuff, and it's funny because not only it's an open mic, and you go there, do your minute. And then from there, he'll kind of interview you and he'll kind of pick at you, see what, if you have any interesting stories here and there, and then, it just goes from there, a conversation.
Yeah. One day I'll get over my fear of Tony and I'll go.
It's a good, even then, my respect, and even then, my respect to anybody that's been on there because it's like, I know some people that gone there many times and then.
They fuck up.
Also that, they're like, they aren't expecting to be put on because they're like, so many, and then they get pulled, and it's like, oh crap, what do I do? Like I didn't expect this. Well, you drove over here, but I don't expect it. But I kind of understand because I would be the same way. Imagine driving there and you're like 250, and then you're like, you get pulled, and you're like, really? Is that? Whoa, is that happening? Right? You're gonna be like, whoa.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, some people got a high expectation, like, yo, I did my best, and then like. Some people like, no man. Compared to everybody else that's been killing it, you kind of messed up.
Oh
so,
no.
Like, you're taking your chances as well. So.
Yeah. No, so that you need to understand it's just another open mic.
Yeah.
Just because this one's on a higher level, I think this is probably the best open mic out there. This, at the end of the day, is not a show; it's an open mic.
Okay.
Yeah. So open mics. I've seen a lot of comedians bomb. I've kind of bombed myself, but it's because. It's an open mic, man. It's an open mic.
Gotta try stuff.
Yeah, it's not everybody's gonna go out there and kill it, man. It's an open mic. That's what open mics are about. You learn from the situation.
And that's what I've been doing on open mic. There's some people that like, well, I'm not gonna mention names, but there's other guy that's been doing stuff. He's good at times. This time he took it hard himself. Like, man, I should have not switched up my material. I know he wanted to tailor it to the people he's seen around, but like. Are you good? It's an open mic, like I said.
Yeah.
So it's an open mic, dude. It's not a freaking. It's not like somebody's gonna see you and be like, "Oh man, I'm gonna book you on my show because you said no." People go to the mics. They'll just go there and they see you often. They know, like, "Oh man, he was good. Maybe one week you're good, maybe the next week you're not, and it just goes back and forth. You know, it just goes. It depends who the crowd is. It's like people are there. Sometimes they don't even care to. You know, like to laugh, right? Then they're just there to drink.
Another thing I wanted to bring up too, because I like the competition you did on Saturday. As far as comedy, you could make whatever you want out of it. You can make it as fun or just straightforward, like next comic. But you guys are like competing, which is different. And like I said, roast battles are funny too. They're a different way to kind of. And I did one too. Just to get out of my, you can say shell or out of my comfort zone, because I like to stick to my jokes, but. You know what? Let's take the same thing. You know, like somebody to make fun of you. Like, all right, see how you take it.
Well, they got famous. Like they got like I think in Austin they have like big roast battles, and then like first is to kill Tony, and then they got some other thing that's roast battles. I forgot the name of it, but I seen it out. I seen it a lot of like YouTube and social media, but I forget the name of it. But I think it kind of
roast battle.
I don't know what it's called, roast battle. I mean, I don't know what it's called, but they do a lot of roast, like it's a roast battle. I don't know the name of it.
I think I seen one on Comedy Central. I think they still do it, but
love the Comedy Central ones.
Yeah, but like I said, you could do whatever you want out of it. Like maybe we could think of something instead of just a competition. Could be like something more creative, you know?
Yeah. I did a really fun show a couple months ago at Dallas Comedy Club.
With Teddy?
Yes,
all right.
That was a really fun one.
Yeah, I saw
and
it.
he's like, it did so well that he's like producing it every month now, I think. But it was a really fun
Teddy,
one.
that rings a bell. Teddy.
He looked like an Indio or something, but he's from another country. Yeah.
So, so have you done any? So you done mostly shows around DFW. Have you done any outside of DFW? Any of that Fort Worth? Not yet.
Not yet. No, I'm still.
I mean, there's opportunities.
If
you look around, I mean, because I got hit up for one in Longview, which is like 2 hours, I guess, if you drive the limit. But yeah, Longview, that's probably like in Austin, I could say so. I did that little scene. But as far as a showcase, I did one in Longview. But yeah, I mean, McAllen is a big spot. When I went to South Padre Island, Raymond Horta.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
Yeah, he's doing his own show, and I talked to him before the show, like, hey man, you got any 5 minutes or something? Like, no, he already had like a set book, but he let me do like a minute or just a joke at the end of the show.
Nice.
So it was pretty fun. Yeah.
I love that he, when he was shooting his special, he went and did it in the Valley. Like,
yeah, he's big over there.
Back.
And he's big over here too. So I mean, I give him props. Like I said, I know he's big around Texas, and he's kind of well known everywhere else. But I guess he's
he's known like in Texas and in I think California.
But the Cowboys fans.
Because of that. But I mean. Yeah, I done some shows. I was gonna do one in Wichita Falls, but unfortunately, man, at the time I had just started doing stand up, and man, I told them at least pay me my gas. They were like, nah, like, cause it's like they're only giving me a couple bucks, and I'm like, I don't mind wasting my time, but it's like at the time I did the calculations, man. Just gas in my Ford would have been like $80, I think. Yeah. Like my full tanks, it's like, man, I just can't. I said, at least give me like half of my gas, you know, like nah, man, I can't. At the time, bro, I was broke. Like I didn't have, you know, like I was just coming off from the pandemic, you know. I had got laid off from my job, so bro, my budget was like super tight, man. And some people are like, well, you should have, like, bro, it's just, you don't understand. It's like, man, it was like, I gotta also take into consideration, it was a late show. Am I gonna drive back, or am I gonna spend the night at a hotel? I don't know, you know, like, you know, I don't want to risk it and drive out there. It would have been me and my wife. And then what if she falls asleep on the way back, or I'm tired or something, you know, like. Yeah. No, sometimes you gotta risk. I mean, sometimes it happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Now, there's plenty of opportunity, and especially the people we hang out with. Because I mean, we've got the opportunity to really meet a lot of people that are actually doing stuff as well. And like I said, there's a lot of people doing stuff around Texas, which is good, and people that are outskirts, like Monkey, they're doing stuff in Puerto Rico. Hector Cifuentes, he went with them.
Yeah, he went with them. Yeah.
And Panda, he's doing stuff in California. So I'm saying, like, that's cool. I mean, just keep doing your thing. People are gonna recognize you. What I was gonna tell you? Even then, fuck, keep talking, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. Just the only thing is that I tell people, and they ask me, they ask for my opinion on when you do an out of town show, you can't do jokes that are related to Dallas-Fort Worth. A lot of people might know Oak Cliff, but I can't sit there and say Oak Cliff because I'm like,
well, let me
who the hell's Oak Cliff? You know, like some people might not know it.
No, but even then, Dallas itself, what we're doing here is pretty big, so it's pretty recognizable. So not only are we doing our stuff, but people from out of town are coming over here to honestly do stuff with us. So it's not a bad deal what we got going on as well, you know.
I think the Dallas scene is like, personally, I love it.
It's growing.
I think it's growing, and there's like so many shows being like, I love it.
So that's part what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring out the I guess Spanish or spanglish comedy scene. So that's what we're trying to grow. I mean, we're from here. We're gonna try to grow it out.
Yeah.
That's what we noticed because it's either Spanish or English shows. It's none of the, because I speak Spanish. I speak English, Spanish all the time, and there's not a lot of shows out there like Mexican just said, like it's either all Spanish or it's all English. And you'll get a little word and then I'll be like, no seas mamón way, and then like I just say like ha, ha, just one laugh, like one that like, and like and then sometimes I'll be like, no seas mamón way, and they'll be like, oh yeah, I'm like, what the heck, like I didn't know.
At the Oak Cliff mic, I told there's like a joke that I had been trying to tell out in McKinney about I was talking about chupacabras.
Yeah.
And like people's expressions were just like, what? But then when I went out to the Oak Cliff mic and I told the joke, and people laughed, and I was like, okay, it's not that it's a bad joke, it's that I'm not telling it to the right people.
Yeah, the right, and you don't know sometimes, like I said, they might, like I said earlier, the lady from the restaurant, she's like, man, this guy started speaking to him in English, and he's like, yo no entiendo, no hablo inglés.
But even then, just take your chances too. Like some people are gonna relate to him. Like maybe then, like the McKinney might go, oh yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta say the joke, and you'll have to read your audience. You'll see if whatever they're laughing at. So you'll be like, they didn't laugh at that. I always up off those jokes and come up with these other jokes. Say those jokes,
Like I said, with experience will come, like I said, you'll get it down. Like, all right, cool. I see who you are. I mean, you'll get a better idea of how to work stuff in or work stuff out, whatever you gotta do.
Yeah, I love it.
How y'all feeling? Y'all good? Yeah, I got one more treat for you guys.
A treat? Like we're some dogs or something? Or what? Got a treat for you guys. Yeah, so I mean that's the only thing I tell people, man. Just go ahead and just do your set and try to kind of have some kind of backup for when you're reading the audience. Like, okay, if this audience only speaks Spanish, or like you said, a chupacabras, if that doesn't work out, then you kind of change direction and you go with something else. Like, okay, well that's not really working because I don't think people know who a chupacabras is, but you just gotta switch it around. But that's about it. I mean, it's not big. It's not something you can't just easily adjust. That's why you do a lot of writing. So that's another thing I tell people to write. So I tell people to write. Some people are like, well, it's because I'm not getting it because I'm writing. I'm doing it in my phone. I'm like, it's cool to do it on your phone, but sometimes you have to handwrite it for it to. That's my opinion.
That's how I do it too. Like I need to write it out with my hand in order to remember, or to just like feel like whatever's in my brain to come out. I don't know. For some reason, this.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I do the same thing. What I do is that. If I don't have anything, and then an idea comes up, then I'll do it on my phone. Yeah. But like I write, and then once I'm done, I'll put it on my phone. I'll transfer do subjects or topics or whatever, and
So we're celebrating St. Patrick's Day, but my birthday was a few days ago. So
should we sing happy birthday to you?
It's fine. We can celebrate it with our viewers and stuff.
I was like, something smells good. I was like, something smells really good. I'm like, something smells like pancakes or something. I was like, so I was coming around. All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Eric. Original. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, guys. Oh.
Trick candles. Did you make a wish?
Yeah. Right here. Thank you, guys. I guess we'll end it here, but happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy birthday to me last week. I want to thank our guest Judith for honestly we had a good time with you, and we'll definitely invite you back, and we definitely want to hear about what's going on at Comedy Arena.
Yeah, we want that update after. Like we'll bring you back. We'll give you some time, and then let us know how the teenagers how they're reacting to your the setting and the teachers, if they don't throw you like spitballs or whatever.
If anything, just invite us as well. We're more than happy to go check it out as well.
Yeah, I would love that. I definitely
we could be guests. Like, you guys are nobody. You're not famous. Get out of here.
I love it.
We'll end it here. We did a good time, but thank you guys. See you next time.